Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't...
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? Trying to buy time. It appears that the... Whoa, wait a minute! The greatest big shot, and down goes Ali! Lincoln, you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come to me.
They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your eagle's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, and back him again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Looks like he's leading halfway through this round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. The straight right just misses. Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. And finally, Muhammad Ali goes down. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
A shot from the gods took him out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Give me your glove.
His legs are... There's the bell to start round 3. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible, because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Holding nothing back here in the round. They have no respect for each other's punching power. Beautiful counter shot. He misses with that jab. Throws the uppercut, but misses. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Both men step back for just a moment. Beautiful counter punch. Nice stop, but that won't score. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
As long as they don't get complacent.
Back at it in round 4. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
One punch could end this fight for either of these 2 heavyweights.
You because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pot areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Nope, that hook won't score. And he scores with the counter. We're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight, fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Can't land that jab. Perfect counter lands. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. He is glad to have heard that bell.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
To focus on what you're doing. Don't want to lose this fight, do it. Come on, you've let him back into this. You're betting this kid. Go back at
There's the bell to start round 5. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Good counter punch. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing up and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
His stamina is off the charts. Straight right just misses. A perfect counter shot. Straight right just misses. Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important.
your mind back. Get your focus back.
There's the bell to start round 6. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Well done with that counter shot. There's a scoring blow. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. What do you think enjoying this fight so far, Johnny.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Punch, counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. How about that time counter shot? Nice punch. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Nice counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. This might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better shape.
Breathe. That was a terrible round.
There's the bell for round 7. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You could hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. The only fear you have with this heavyweight is has he punched himself out? That one will count. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, bro, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance?
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? This round could go either way. 10 seconds. Did you see that? Muhammad Ali in trouble, but surely he'll find a way out. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
There's a lot on the line here.
Get out there and switch on. Get this boxing back together.
And there's the bell for round 8. Ready for that counter punch. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Nice counter. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Incredible work rate. Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? The greatest! Muhammad Ali is down! Do you believe it? Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?